No, you want me to come? I'll come up. That's all right?
Yep.
Yeah. All right. Good evening. Thank you for being here. For all the feelings that I've had the last few years, I'll tell you one feeling I've never had. Resignation. Donald Trump and Chris Sununu want us to give up. They want us to feel resigned to this. They want us to think this is the new normal and to focus on compromise over little things while they are working on transformational, generational sized things. But if there's one lesson I've learned over about 260 events and thousands of conversations over the past almost 2 years, it is this: in the age of Trump, voters seek leaders who are thoughtful, who are strong, specific, and then let it rip, and forcefully make the case that we are the party not of the past, but of the future. So let us define what that future should look like. Our future delivers the best public education in America, and it will not come from voucherizing taxpayer dollars. We are one of 6 states in America that do not fund pre-K at the state level, and we have the highest in-state tuition in America. I've got a specific plan to fund pre-K and offer debt-free higher education to our in-state students. Our future includes an overhaul of a broken campaign finance system, and it is my firm belief the only way to do it right will be with the public funding of elections. I've got a specific plan to do that. We should be unafraid to lead on the public funding of elections. Our future on guns. Well, some politicians, they say arm the teachers. There are other politicians that just say common sense gun reform. Neither will get the job done. And over the last 6 months, I've taken a 7-point plan across the state that'll address everything from homicide to domestic violence, the threat of mass shooting, and the big one in this state, suicide. Our future, and the future of our party, does not include the pledge. The pledge has framed our politics and policy my entire life. During that time, it has morphed from simple opposition to certain kinds of taxes to a culture of resisting virtually all taxes and fees. And we wonder why our mental health system is deteriorating. We wonder why recovery centers struggle to survive. Well, I know this. Mel Thompson is not the governor of New Hampshire. And Bill Loeb does not run the union leader. And the union leader does not run New Hampshire. The pledge is for the party of the past, and we shall be the party of the future. Our future leads with specificity and aspiration on clean energy. Chris Sununu was wrong to recently veto 2 renewable energy bills, and I would sign them. But our next governor must go much bigger on energy. This week, I released a historic plan to move us towards the front of American states on clean energy policy. I will pursue a plan as governor to increase our renewable portfolio standard to 50% by the year 2030. We do not need big projects like Granite Bridge or Northern Pass. We need a progressive plan like the one I've laid out, and then we need to lead on it. Our future embraces immigration. As a son of immigrants, it is not enough for us as a party to shake our heads at hateful rhetoric and hateful deeds. Chris Sununu has had the opportunity to lead on this issue, and he has not. And remember, in this era, silence is complicity. Embracing our immigrant neighbors makes us safer, stronger, more prosperous, more American. I have released a 4-point plan to make New Hampshire a sanctuary state. If we do not lead on immigration, it is not clear anybody else will. And if there's one issue, man, I want to lead on, it is this one, immigration. Our future, thank you. For time, yeah. Our future rejects the religious rights framing of abortion rights over the last 40 plus years. That's why within days of Judge Kavanaugh's nomination, I was the first and remain the only gubernatorial candidate with a specific state plan to protect and expand women's reproductive rights. It includes 3 points, one of which is becoming the 18th state to eliminate the Hyde Amendment. Right now, a woman can only use public dollars for an abortion related to incest, rape, or life endangerment. That means if you have more money, you have more choice. And if you have less money, you have less choice. This is flatly wrong. We should say it. We should lead on it. We can lead on it, and we can win. For much of my lifetime in New Hampshire, the belief has been the way for Democrats to win is to blur the differences. But in the age of Trump, the way to build this future will not come by persuading Trump or Sununu. It will only come by replacing Trump and Sununu. This is not the time to compromise with ourselves. We must make the argument and then win the argument. And the good news is, the candidate with the message, energy, and courage to excite this base is the same candidate with the strength, confidence, and clarity of purpose most New Hampshireites so hunger for in the next generation of leadership. That candidate is me. That party is us. And this time is now. So let's go get it. Thank you very much.